zoom. Yep, there we go. One last little detail just to make it just so beautiful. I'll also probably get a jumper because it's getting a bit cold. In Spanish, I think they say suéter. Because I am such an amazing linguist, all your language needs, come to me if you certainly want to misunderstand a lot of languages. Anyway. Pumpity pump 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 doo da doo da pump 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 oh doo da day. You'll notice that I've actually paid a lot of attention today to set dressing. There we go. But I was not kidding. Oh, far out. I was not kidding when I said we've got some epic opals to look at today, because guess what? We have epic opals to look at. Oh, I've got my keys around me still. I'll go put these away. Sorry about that. I shall return. Now, just to keep you in the loop, closing this off. It's quite late at night. We will say goodnight to the birds later on, but for the time being, everything is okay. Everything is okay. I haven't been to, but I've gotten myself some beautiful opals from the Lightning Ridge region, and that has been an absolute delight. Might even say a delightning ridge. Yes, so I'm also working on the presentation of my beautiful place. So let's try and just get the exact right there. Perfect. Isn't that beautiful? That's my set dressing, I suppose is what you'd call it. You can see that over here. Let's see if we can get this even better just before we start everything off. Hopefully it won't fall over. If I'll move this out of the way, and then I'll just move this forward a little bit. That's not going to help. You can see this is a beautiful piece of opal. There we go. That's a bit better. At least you get a general gist of what we've got here. But if I I reckon if I move it like that and then move this over like so, yeah, I reckon that's the, okay, so that's the bee's knees for there, but we need to just adjust this so that this is a little bit better. That's looking good. Ish. So what I can do now is I'll just give it a bit of a spray down, and then that's the set dressing sorted out. It's a bit of a shame, but I think that nowadays you've got to pay attention to these kinds of details, especially when you've got people who are coming in and out live. Here, Christmas beetle. Hello. Bye-bye. Okay, so what have we got today? Well, let me give you a look. Okay, so we've got stuff like this. This is the first of many. We will be cutting something, probably this one. We'll definitely be cutting. I'm finding the one we're definitely cutting. We'll definitely be cutting this. This is this is from Cooper Petey, but obviously the title of this presentation or this live stream is Lightning Ridge, and so we're going to definitely get stuck into some lightning ridges, and I think this one's a lightning ridge. This one is indeed a lightning ridge. That's not even the best one we've got. I'm just trying to find them. Suddenly you turn on the live thing and all of a sudden all the things you had planned are, hard to find. I don't know what it is. Murphy's law of camera work. I don't know. There we go. So here we have a look at this. We'll just see that. Let's go right up close. We've got this guy here. So that one's definitely going to be... Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so this one, if we just go a little bit off the beaten track of angles, let me see if I can replicate what I saw before. This one's actually a cutteepoos stone, but anyway, we'll get something happening with that. Let me just find... What happened was that I just... when I set these down, I just disorganized them a little bit, and that was enough to totally ruin what I was planning. So here's a nice little... that one's a cutteepoos stone. We might start with that one. This one... That one's a lightning ridge one, but that's a rubbish lightning ridge. I'm not going to do that one. I mean, it's not exactly rubbish. Okay, well, what do we got? We've got this one. That's not the one either, but it's not a bad one. There is one in here that I really, really am anxious to show you. It's the one I used in the shorts. That one's pretty good. But once again, it's not the one that I was looking for. It's amazing how these things just go missing the moment you want to find them. That's not right one. So we are going to get cutting very soon, by the way, because we can't just waste time hunting around for opals. I will be doing this one. This is a cutteepoos stone. Nope. Nope. Yes, found it. Woohoo! Here it is. This is why I've been spending so much epic time trying to find the darn thing. Have a look at it. Have you seen anything so pretty in your entire life? This is just basically poetry in opal form. That's from Lightning Ridge. I don't know if I should get started on that one, because I think, you know, when they do videos and shorts and stuff, people going, okay, did you know about X, Y, and Z? Well, I'm going to tell you, but before we do, I'm going to tell you about something else. I'm going to give you the whole history of X, Y, and Z. I really don't like doing that, but apparently that's how you build suspense or whatever they do, building something, maybe beginning with B. So what I'm going to do is just going to turn on the water. Does that build enough suspense? All right, so there is a real reason why I'm not going to do that other one first, and that is because we'll just pop this over here ready to go. We all know that it's about to be, so we'll just stick it up here on my set dressing. There it is. You can see it just gleaming away in the background there. That's good. Now, when I finish cutting these stones, especially if they're good enough, they're going to go into that little tray of water that I've got there. It's all designed to be extra appealing. And we'll see how extra appealing it is. So let's get this machine running. First opal of the day. Going to move the tray because that's going to hurt me. But we know what we're doing. Where did I drop it? I dropped it right here. Just looking at it now. Let's just get the other side done and we'll see what it looks like. There's a big crack going through it, so maybe this one's a bit of a fail, but we'll see. At the moment, I'm just getting rid of things that need to be got rid of. I may have to just cut a line straight through the middle of it, because I think that's where the crack is. I don't know for sure yet, but it's looking pretty likely. It's a shame because it's just coming out into a drop shape quite nicely, which Some things are just not meant to be. Yeah, so if I move up to here, this is not the best stone of the bunch, but you can literally see that huge line. I'm going to have to cut along that line, basically. 2 little pointers. That's a shame, but, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. And I deliberately picked this one because it wasn't the best of the bunch. You never do the best one first, not for those script reasons, but just because you want to get your eye in first. You want to get, you know, make sure that everything's in shape. You want to make sure that your skills are good before you go hack into that $1,000 opal. And make sure there's no problems with the equipment. And you've got to understand that the major problem with the equipment is the largest nut that sits between the keyboard and the chair. I think I'm going to have to cut that again, unbelievably. So look, I think we can get away with not cutting that. We'll see. Because if I cut, even I have limits sometimes. I love cutting opals and I love cutting small ones, but like, gee, there is such a thing as too small. Yeah, I am going to have to cut through it. Oh well. This is just for funsies now. I'm not bothering to pick up that second piece because it was just too small. But I will just quickly carve this. Just to say I could do it with a tiny, tiny piece. Hello there. Tyler21 Gaming. I do believe you have visited my channel before. I think anyway. If not, pretend you have. How's it been? Well, thanks for the like, whoever it is. Probably you, Tyler. There we go. Nice little opal cut there. Now let's see what the other half is going to do. This one's looking a lot more appealing a prospect than the previous one. There we go. Well, this is looking much better. G'day, Gilly. Do you like my set dressing? Designed to be extra blingy. I had a look at what worked previously in videos, and so I've used a name which has poo in it because that was my biggest stream yet. I also worked on set dressing, and believe it or not, even the walls sparkle, but it didn't quite work out. But we'll see. It's not that I'm taking it more seriously, it's just I had to think about what works and what doesn't. So this is not a lightning ridge opal. You've just come in on the first cut, Gilly. And this is basically an opal to get my eye in, and it wasn't rubbish, it was just not exactly the best. I am toying with doing the best one. I might not quite crack out the best one yet because just want to make sure that everything's good. I have marginally move this setup around, so I just want to make sure that I'm comfortable with my setup before I potentially ruin a very valuable rock. But I'm happy to hop into some lightning ridges. Roll this one through because I think it needs a bit of rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep that opal rolling. We're cutting, we're not bowling. Rawhide. Don't try to understand them. Just try to develop fandom. Keep that live string running high. There we go. So I'll just zoom right in on this guy. Let's see if we can make bling cam work out. Beam. Let's see what beam does. Okay, we can rename beam boring, I reckon. No, it gives us a bit. See just a little bit of colour there. I was meaning to get a piece of black tape to put over the... Oh, 2 likes, thank you. Yeah. So that's our first one. That'll go into... You can see how I'll be running it. Just pop it in there. What a great idea. Okay, so we'll go grab another one of my fresh pieces of lightning ridge material. There is a good one in here somewhere and I'm just trying to find it. I'll be really upset if I can't actually. I'm just wondering, did I actually bring them out and put them somewhere else, you know, keeping or something like that? I have been known to do stupid things like that before. That's not it. That will be done later, so I'll pop that there. They seem to have huddled up in the corner here. That has been the issue, I think, anyway. There's also another one that I need to do that I've dutifully dragged it out every night and just haven't gotten around to cutting it because there's always been something better to cut. So I'm definitely doing that one tonight. Definitely. This one is a lightning ridge. I'll do this one. It's just freaking tiny, but it looks nice. Basically, if I could do the tiny one, I'm probably good enough to do the other one, aren't I? See that? Look at that. Ho 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 ho. Devilish love. But before I go into this other one, I'll just quickly go through the gifts because I haven't seen them at night. Sometimes an opal in the daylight is a bit different too. And I'm not meaning to be one of those kids. G'day, how you doing, mate? Still got 1 or 2 of yours left. I've got this one left here. I examined it during the daytime, and what I noted about it, like you can't see much in the night time, that's just too bad. But there's 2 color bars just sitting in that basically... I would call that the iron band layer on the top. I presume that was actually at the top of the mining pocket that you had there. So there's actually just the tiniest bit of colour on those. I might have a crack at getting the colour out of them. I've got some lightning ridges today, so I'll cut them first. I'll cut 1 or 2 of them first, then I'll move on to that one. Right, let's see. Oh, there's that one. Yeah, we'll do this one because this is an interesting one. It's got a nice little colour bar sitting right in there. Pretty tiny. Okay, so that one's pretty much done. Tiny but nice. I think that the guy who gave me the opal this time around was just sold. He was just sick of cutting that one, and so he just popped it in. I've got a packet of gifts here as well. Believe it or not, the the potch that I got, and that's what they said, it was just potch. I'm deciding that the people who sell me this kind of potch is colourblind, but you know. That sounds like too much of a sledge. I shouldn't be saying bad things about them. I didn't mean to. I was trying to be nice, but it just sounds bad. One thing I noticed about this one was that the facing colour is not easy to figure out because the colour bar kind of goes slopes diagonally through the stone, but I think I've worked it out now. Just have a look at what's going on here. We'll see how this finishes up. Perhaps the person who gave it to me did know what was going on, and maybe that disruptive patch there is way more disruptive than I'm assuming. There's something you can't see that's in my way. I'm just moving that. Alright, that's a lot better. Oh my goodness, look at this. We've got red on blue on the other side. If I can show it to you. It's not showing up on this. I'll carve this and then show you. Hopefully it'll bling a bit harder. Yeah, I've got every confidence that this material will go away. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain that this black and brown crap is going to clear up. If not, I'll just cut through whatever's left. So, according to my understanding of opal, I'm cutting through the bottom of the profile, so to speak. So this is the bit that would have been the lowest. And the bit that's near my middle finger, my rude finger, is the top of the opal, I suppose. According to gravity, anyway. I mean, top and bottom, that's a human construct anyway. Let's just check the other side and see if there's any confluence between those two bits. I don't think there is. There might be a crack there, though. Right. Right, now I think, let me have a look. There's still a little bit, yeah, I've had to cut through that red opal to get to that. But never mind, there is still some lovely opal just sitting on the edges. See if I can get to it and not gut through the whole stone. What I think's happening is that there is a very, very small window of opportunity here. If I mess it up, then we've just wrecked the whole stone. That's what happens when you buy the cheap stuff. You have to take a lot more risk with your material. Oh, another like. Thank you very much, whoever that was. Whoa. I did a bad. Alright, what I'm going to do, there is actually some, it's getting a bit more translucent. What I will do is I will put this into the rub section, like that, at the bottom there. The whole idea of that is that I will dop it up and I will cut the rest that way. That is the safe option. The less than safe option is to keep going, which I'm not going to do. Okay, so let's have a look at this bad boy. I can see some sand through it, but I can see an awful lot to like about it. So what I'll do is I'll first just get rid of the sand, and then we will see what we can do with the rest of the opal. It's one of these interesting opals which literally has colour in the sand. And I've been meaning to get one of them and cut them just as a sandy colour opal, but I've never gotten one which, well, I have occasionally, but it's tough to get one of those that looks right. Now here's why they probably gave me this one, because the sand is definitely in an awkward spot. Let me just carve through this piece. Yeah, okay. So just along there like so. Just carefully get through that sand layer. At the moment I'm just worrying about sand, not what the opal looks like. I will sort out the look of the opal in a minute. We're nearly there. We nearly got rid of all the sand, which is good. Once the sand's gone, we've got nothing but opal to deal with. It's like in basketball, nothing but net, nothing but opal on the internet. I've got an interesting thought coming up. I'll just finish off this piece of sand. Whee! Not at all worrisome. You can see why I wasn't anxious to be cutting this first up and didn't want to do that. But that's okay, it's working out. So I'm just looking at it from the outside perspective. Just very carefully cutting through into the middle section. Now I'll tell you my interesting thought. I'm wondering whether I should cut this end piece off at the sand. As a matter of fact, I think that is the most sensible of the options. I'll show you why. I think there's enough potch in there to make it. Yeah, I think there is. Making sure I've got this done right, because I don't want to ruin this. There we go. So first things first, we'll have a look and see what is left. Oh, wow. Oh, that is just astonishing. Oh, I did not expect that. I did not expect that. All right. So this is the bit I cut off, because I just noticed there was a little bit of a shiny spot there. It was a bit shiny, and I thought, you know, we'll go for that. We'll turn that into a little gem on its own. That's all I was thinking. And I noticed there was sand there, and I was going, you know what? I'll probably have to lay waste to a lot of this opal anyway. So I'll just cut this little bit off and, you know, cut out the sand in the same time and all that. I had no idea what a shrewd maneuver that was going to be. Oh, I am happy with my decisions. My decision making tonight is good. Doesn't even matter if I stuff this one up. I thought this was a good one to just be very careful with, which it is. But I've more than compensated if I accidentally destroy it now. Or if it happens to be just not meant to be, of course. All right, let's have a look at you. So I've got this side, got this side, got this side, got this side. Yeah. Just straighten you out on this side. There were a few tricky details on this bit to cover, so it is quite a small stone. Ends up as what they call a pointer. Once again, that is to be docked. I'm not going to spend any more time on it. It's a beautiful little crystal opal. I'm just trying to get you to an angle where it's going to actually show you something. There you go. Whoop, there it is. Yay! Beautiful little stone. So I'll pop that in there. Hopefully that'll shine away in there. It certainly does. Good. Bling, a bling, a bling, 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 bling. Now have a look at this guy. This is getting ready to make our day, I reckon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the facing. I reckon if I cut this corner here, I can get more surface of this opal to show. If that is even possible. Just at the moment. See if I'm going to try and make that the face, but we'll see. I mean, we've got plenty. This is the face I was going for. There's too many faces. This has got more faces than a politician. Ooh, not good. Right. Very carefully and gently take that bit. Still some sand there, which is a bit annoying. We'll just pop in there and take that. I got to take it out. Didn't want to take it out, but had to. Now, very carefully face it all up. Here we go. In there. Still a rough patch just over this side. We'll deal with that, I'm sure. Don't think I have to cut anymore. Whoa! That was a bad way to do it. It'd be annoying to ruin it at this late stage. Yeah, there is a little bit of a cracky here. It's not going too far, so I'm not going to worry too much. It might just lens down a little bit. Let's have a look at what we've got here. Yeah, there is a little bit of worry here. It's nothing too bad, I don't think. That's dealt with it. Just the tiniest amount of just trying to cut it off rather than it seemed like a good idea at the time. It's going to be too small. Who cares? There we go. Now, right. There's that one. Alright, so let's see where we're facing now. Where's our best face? Because it's a lightning ridge, you can be a little bit less cautious with it than a cutteepoos stone, but still Beautiful opal, you don't want to cut too much of it away. So I've made a decision. This is the side that's going to face. Kind of like that. So if I'm going to make it face like that, that piece is going just about there. It's too beautiful a stone to just grind off, so I'm just, if I can, I'll even cut small pieces away. Right, so we've got up to there, and then we kind of just sort of splat it against there, so that it goes like that. Yep. Is that working? Make sure you get it right, Phil. Right. I think what I'll do is I'll just, yeah, I think it rolls in okay, so I'm not going to spend too much time trying to reface it. It has as many faces as a politician, but it's far easier to deal with. So let's just, what I can do, however, is if I just roll this side in and this side like so, and then this side like so, we're starting to move it into double-sided territory. Nice little double-sided stone, this. It's just under a carat, I think, in the final analysis. Still, I reckon I get a $100 or $200 for a stone like this. If I play my cards right, I will stick this guy into, look at that, that's just beautiful. Rolling flash, beautiful little crystal opal, unbelievable. Popping it in there. So now I've done that, let's have a look at some of these other opals that actually were given to me as a gift in the gift section. Quite frankly, I was okay with the potch that I was given. And I could be wrong, but I reckon that this material here, which I've got here, is not as good as the potch that I was given. Not that I'm looking, you know, being nasty about the gift, it's just the potch is just so good. So I don't think I can do much with that. Might be able to do something with that. It's hard to spot it, but there's a little lens of colour there, but compared to everything else I've been cutting, this thing, I'm pretty certain I can do something with that. I'll put that down there. Definitely can do something with that. You might not be able to see it, but there's just a lot of blue here. So, yep, that's a goer. Pardon me. Just looking at this. I'm not sure what I can do with that. I'm not sure what I can do with that. Nothing. No, this demonstrates the point of the ice stone that Pulitzer Opal was talking about. If I cut through the middle of that, you'll see a black piece right in the middle. But we won't worry too much about it. We're not going to educate on opals, we're just going to cut the darn things. There's a little bit of colour just going through this. This is kind of a squished knobby, I reckon. So maybe, but probably not. Not tonight anyway. What I'll do is I'll look at it during the daytime. No. We've got enough to work with, so even if I'd rejected a whole lot of these. Oh my, what? Okay, we have a winner. Look at that. Okay. Yoink. That guy's first up. Well, next up anyway. This guy, meh. This guy, maybe, but considering what I just saw, we're not even worrying. Meh. Alright, let's have a look at this guy. This is the most exciting stone I've seen since like 5 seconds ago when I cut that other one. So, let's have a look. I wonder if you saw what I saw. Maybe not. You'll just be surprised when you see what comes through. Gently rolls it in. Gently rolls it in. Gets rid of the sand. Bearing in mind, this is what looks like a bona fide black opal. So very gently getting rid of that sand pocket. Well, I'm worrying very greatly about how it faces at the moment because this is right next to the sand. The colour is, and I want to maximise that colour rather than not maximise the sand. The funny thing is I'm listening to the way that it's cutting and I know that's a good sound. That's the sound of precious opal. Sometimes, of course, it's too much sand, so just have to okay, so I've gotten rid of the sandy part. That's just had to happen. We've got to find out what's left of this opal. Oh, there goes that's a precious opal sound again. So there's definitely something going on with this opal. I'm just trying to make it as flat as possible after all of the brutalities that I have inflicted upon thee. Okay, here we go. Let's just carefully. Do you see that, ladies and gentlemen? Alright, stop and reevaluate. What have we got to do to bring out this colour? It's obviously facing this way, which is the most awkward of facings. I may have to cut it in half. Mightn't be a bad idea actually. I'll cut this corner off. Those of you who don't cut opals do not understand the opals. The reason why I am cutting what looks like a perfectly good stone in half is that stones with issues tend to carry the issues through, and if you try and persist with a stone and not cut it up, eventually you end up grinding it practically into half the size it is anyway. So you're much better off cutting it in half than trying to persist with whatever issue you're dealing with. There we go. Now let's have a look at what we've got. That look right in the middle there. That is a cracker. That is a genuine black opal with genuine awesomeness sprinkled in. Okay, let's just carefully remove this layer here. I don't normally get nervous around opals. I've been cutting for a while now. But this one's just, yeah, a bit nerve-wracking, I think. Because this is, how do I put it? Wow. It's a wow stone. Not often you get a stone like this. Remind me to write a thank you note to the guy who sent this as a gift. Just for buying some potch. Now let's go have a look at what happens if we just carve into this like that. Once again, I've got the dilemma of which side do I face it with, because we've got an awful lot of good here. Let's see what happens if I just carve into here. That might be the most sensible option. Perhaps this side is the best side after all. We'll find out. I'll be hard pressed keeping to the carrot, but I probably will be able to have a carrot stone roughly. Looks like we're getting there. Right, just gently shave that bit off there. Right, shave there. Whoa! And then we get another. Get another view of what's going on under there. See if we can spot that again. There it is. It's not making it easy for me, is it? It just sits there and goes, you know what? There's this bit here that's just going to flash at you. So it's not one of these stones that's going to be. I think there is a way to make the wall-to-wall colour happen, but it's just quite elusive. It's a sneaky stone. It's just sitting there saying, oh, well, I might shine in this direction. You never know. There we go. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Finally know what I'm doing. Basically, there's that green kernel in the middle, and we should just carve around that. The only trouble is that there's actually that white patch, and that white patch will not go away, so I'm not even going to bother worrying about it. We're just going to say this is a quirk of the opal. But That bit will stay, so I'm not worrying about it. Okay, so that's how it's going to be. I'll put it on the top. I know it doesn't look so spectacular. We'll just turn it over because that's got a spectacular bit just sitting in the middle there. If I can find it. But don't worry, that will turn into something absolutely amazing. But I certainly don't want to keep cutting away at it because I think that I'll end up just ruining the stone. So let's have a look. There was another one that I was going to do. Oh, there's of course this piece here. This is just the offcut. Now I think it just went. Oh, there we go. Right, so let's try cutting this side off. I suspect that whoever gave this is going, oh, I'm sick of chasing a mirage with this one. Let's make it somebody else's problem. There it is, far out. The colour just flashes away every now and then disappears and shows up in another portion of the stone. Seriously, cutting this one is like water divining. You think you know? But I'm not doing any more of that one. That was a bit annoying, to be honest. Right. Let's go on to some more or less depressing stones. Let's do this one. I'm just going to cut massive chunks of it off. Well, certainly is good at grabbing it, but basically what's happening here, the reason why I'm cutting this massive chunk is that it's fairly translucent and I can see where the colour bar is, and this should just intersect the colour bar at the end and grab the stone and fling it to the far ends of the earth. There we go, let's have a look at that. Now I'm not just doing this for funsies. This is one of these stones that looks like it's going to mess with your head, so I'm just trying to see if there's an angle that works better than just straight off cutting the face away. Once again, not madness. Just cutting the light portion away. Now the light portion might have colour on it, but if you've got enough stone to work with, you're better off carving it into... Oh yeah, hello Killer Wolf, how you doing? Yeah, it is, isn't it? We're going to have a few aha moments with these opals. There's a few that I'm having a bit of fun with. Now let's have a look at this. There might be a colour bar going straight through that black patch, which is going to be excellent. Well worth investigating. Now you see, instead of just continuing and blasting away at the opal, now we know what we're looking at. We've got a little bit of a defect here, right where that sand patch is that I've been trying to grind away. So what I'm probably better off doing is putting another cut through, and I'm just having a look. You can see that there's actually a bit of translucence here, so we'll try and follow the translucence to make sure that we've got maximum black basically. Did you ever find out the name of that quartz, Killer Wolf? I mean, you don't have to. I'm not... This isn't school. There's no homework to do. Right. So look what we got here. Seems mad, I know, but in order to conserve the opal, we have to cut it up. I think this time around I'm just content to grind this piece away. The hardest thing I think about cutting these stones is being patient with them. But we'll carve that corner off. It's naturally giving me the directions to cut. Sometimes opal does that. The beauty about this is that I've got masses of opal left over, so I can cut probably each one into a little bit of a stone. I'm quite hopeful that this stone that I'm cutting at the moment, even though it doesn't look like much now, I think it's going to end up looking pretty good. You could be wrong about that. As they say, you sometimes get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you. Thank you for the like. Alright, let's go. If there's any luck / justice in this world, we're going to end up with something that's a nice electric blue colour. If there's no luck / justice in the world, we're going to end up with powder. Right, that's interesting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that black section there in the hope that it actually does resolve, but it probably won't. Also, it angles a different direction, so just make sure that it's facing correctly. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. Interesting. All right. Wow, these stones are really making it difficult for me today. I think cutteepoos stones are just so much lower stress. So that's ready to be docked. It's certainly not going to have all of the material cut off it just yet. There's just a slight skin that needs to go. I'll do a little bit more. You just don't want to cut too far with these things. Because you've got to remember that this colour is actually an illusion. So you can't keep cutting through and expect it to just suddenly show up. That's not how it works. So at least we've got some of the colour just sitting there at the top here. I would have liked some more colour to show up there, but we'll see what happens in the daytime basically. I will round that off and maybe we'll see something. But this may end up just being under a carrot, I suppose. There is something there. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep the Sony rolling. Yeah, that's a morning problem, I think. Oh, bound for morning town, many miles away. Rock and rollin', riding out along the bay. Alright. This one will be a bit of a quickie. Sadly, there was a bit of sand in there. I had to get rid of it. Okay, there we go. So, just carve it that side. Yeah, perfect. And just carve that way. Carve that bit off, I'm afraid. Seems brutal, but like if they're going to set the stone in the jewellery and it snaps whilst they're doing that, they'll remember that. So you may as well do it properly. If it's going to break, it should break in your hands, not anyone else's. Okay, that's ready to go on the dopstick now. We'll zoom right in so you can see it. Nice little, beautiful, gorgeous stone. Okay. I don't think it's that one. There's definitely another one sitting around somewhere. I'm trying to find it. That's not that one. It's not that one. No, those two are. No, this one is. Got them all mixed up. There is definitely some evidence that I've put them elsewhere. Is that one there? I don't think so. That one. Let's do that one. Now we find out if there's anything here. Oh, that's interesting. Not interesting in a good way, though. I have to confess that Lightning Ridge does feel very nice to cut. If Caleb's still around, you are allowed to have an opinion about Lightning Ridge, Opal, seeing that you're from Coober Pedy. Presume it's a rival site. It did not amount to much. Okay. Speaking of the ridge of Coober Pedy, we'll grab one of those stones out. We'll do this one now. Been meaning to do it for a while, and there's another one. Which one was I supposed to be doing? Or was it just one of those evenings where nothing that I'm looking at shows up? Just before things got started, I accidentally mixed them around a bit, so maybe that's the problem. Yeah, I can't find that one that I was going to sort out. It's hilarious in its hilarity. Let's do this one. This is one of Caleb's. was seeing if I had to cut it, and I'm glad I don't, because I can hear the drills actually starting, the Dremel is starting to really feel the strain. So I'm glad I don't have to cut it. If you're wondering why I'm not using a flat lap, well, A, they're expensive, but B, I like being able to get behind the stone. Now, there are specialised pieces of equipment that you can use. Saw some in a gem show, but I'd already started using this, having set this up by the time I saw that in the gem show. And quite frankly, this is just as good, if not superior. Let's move this out of the way. Now, I'm certain that there's another piece of opal that's lying around. Let me have a look at the top. No, not there. Oh well. Interesting. Curiouser and curiouser, as they say in the classics. Don't worry, we'll find it eventually. Oh, that colour seems to be diving away. Right, so let's try rolling this way to see if we can get it. Not so nice, not so good. Alright, have a look at that under the sunlight. That might actually yield some interesting results. At the moment, I'm a bit worried about it. I'm a bit concerned. Let's go and grab this piece. Is that it there? That could be it. I'll look at that later. Anywho, grab this piece and let's give this one a whirl. I'm going to spend some time just cutting some cutteepoos stones because they're a lot less stress. Okay, so there's a crack there. Probably going to have to get rid of that crack, which is good because it's a bit big. The stone that is. Okay, let me just... Ooh. Struck me. Fairly amidships it did. Yeah, look at that. Interesting. Oh, you're not seeing anything, right? Move it down here. I'm trying to... Basically what's happening here is there's green here. You can't see the green here because, I don't know, cameras. Let me just move it over here so you can see. Right. Can you see the green yet? There it is. Right, zoom in. Hopefully we can see it now. That don't impress me much. There we go. Okay. Surely, honestly, that camera sensor is not picking it up. There it is. You can see just a little bit of green there. So that's what I'm hunting. There's also a crack there. So, we'll see how we go. I don't know what you can see. I'm moving it right back so you can hopefully see something. No, can't see anything. Okay, there is green still here. I can only tell you there's green here because the camera's not picking it up. But just demonstrating what a fickle beast opal can be sometimes, because it's only really coming out on this side. Should I deign to try and cut it from the top face, I think it's not going to show up at all. Cutting from this side, no. Yet there's that corner there. You can clearly see it. So let me just see what happens if I roll from the corner at kind of an angle. Yeah, you get it. Unbelievable, this stuff. Oh boy. What a fickle beast this opal can be sometimes. Found it. Right there, right there. Right, so that's what we have to do. We have to kind of roll it. Still nothing that side. Try this side. Well, that was a long time coming, but here it is. Oh, finally. Yay, colour. Can't even see it. Why am I bothering? There it is. You can see just a little bit, just right above my thumb. It's actually a lot better than that, but, you know. What can we do? Whoop, whoop. There we go. Excellent, here it comes. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Hopefully it'll even show. Yeah, we're getting it showing up even on this here camera area. Good. Bit of patience pays off. Yeah. Okay, good. So what I'll do is I'll just very carefully carve this away. What I might actually do even is, should I not? So that was quite a tricky prospect, getting it to show it all. We're getting there. Tonight, the opal is making me work hard. It's the end of a hard week. Why does it think that I need more hard work? I don't know. Anywho. Right. Just get rid of that piece before it fractures the entire stone. As a curiosity, the lens goes a little bit this side of things, so I might actually get some colour showing up here. I don't know what I'll do if that happens, because I don't necessarily want to face this side of the stone up. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, if we come to it. Fortunately, I think it'll surface at about here. Right. Yeah, it's starting to surface on this side. That's alright. We'll work it out as it comes. My arm's getting pins and needles from all that. Now, let me see. Yeah, there is some here. You just got to be a bit patient, Phil. Just be patient. Oh, my neck. Yay, we're getting some opal. Woohoo! Well, made me work for it, but at least I got it. In the end, I got it. Having said that, it's not exactly the most amazing opal I've ever seen, but I'll take it. It's just a little bit of machine just over here, really. Machine over here too. It's one of these opals that, like, it's just going, will I shine or won't I? Oh, what do you reckon, Bob? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's getting there. Finally, yes, that's looking good. Whoops, sorry. The main trouble is I'm painfully aware of how much it's showing on camera, i.e. not at all. Alright, so it's starting to... You can just see that little lens. It's facing a little bit that way. So just figuring out, yeah, okay, so that it's got to go like so. It seems like a waste, but it will actually make it better. So what I'm doing is I'm just making sure that more of this area faces. Fuck you, Phil. Okay. Whoop. I think had a bit of an internal monologue there. Okay. It's not a bad stone in the end. There we go. Now. Not a bad one. Now I'm going to see if I can find that other one that I said I'd get. Which I am a keeper of my word to my opals. Oh, look what I found. This huge piece. Look. That's got to be, I don't know, 100 carats at least. Anyway. And there's one that I promised I'd do. Alright. What I'm going to do is there's 2 or 3 tiny little ones that I should do. So I'll do them. I might do that one, but I won't probably. Let me see. It's amazing how it all disappears. There was a crystal opal here that I knew about. Found it. I found it. Yay, I found it. Okay, good. It was just hiding in plain sight. And here's the one I was talking about. Yeah, okay. They were just underneath my nose. This one's just been here. It's got a crack in it, so it's hard to gauge what it's going to do. But I've been meaning to cut it for like 3 nights straight. And that's the reason why it's unbelievable that you can't see that. I'm going to go into this side, see if we can show you what I can see. Honestly. And just see it, can't you? That is an absolutely iridescent green and you're seeing absolutely none of it. Let me try another colour setting. Let's try beam. Maybe beam will work. There you go, better. That's more like what it's supposed to look like. Oh, and the other opals look pretty good too. Okay. Okay, let's do the entire show again on this camera setting. So let's have a look at that. I'll just cut it from the other side, and if it is cracked as I suspect it'll be, I'll just give it a bit of a slicey-wicey. I think it deserves a slicey-wicey regardless, so here we go. There we go. Yes, roll up one and all owing to camera settings. Yep. And there we go. That's a nice one. Go into there. And just, oh, what am I doing? I was trying to zoom out the real world. Okay, the last one I'm going to do is this lightning ridge opal. Hopefully, it'll look nice. It's a weird thing to say. Hopefully, it will look nice. There we go. Here we go. Well, my neck is making all sorts of protests now. I wonder if I can lift this seat up. Maybe that will help. See if that fixes it. Not really. Just makes me crouch more. I suppose it changes my posture, so I suppose that's good. No, okay, so here's the challenge. There's a crack in this stone. I saw that the moment I saw the stone. My question is, will that crack severely affect the stone? I don't know. I don't know whether I'm even going to cut it yet. Probably going to have to, but we'll see. Sometimes there's a fine line between a crack and webbing. I'm pretty certain that the cracks are what lead to something called the mosaic pattern in opal. So not only are cracks possibly good, but they're possibly essential for really good patterns. And there it is, look at that. That's very, very interesting. What do? We keep going, that's what we do. Curiouser and curiouser. What we're going to get here. Oh, devilish laugh. Look at that. That's amazing. So, what should I do? I think it'll get too thin on this side anyway, so I'll just carve that bit off like so. That means that we're not going to go exactly freeform, we're going to go kind of a long cab. There we go. And the beauty of this is we can try different techniques with this other one that we wouldn't necessarily try with the main stone. There's definitely something to do with the angles here. It wants to be seen on the side. We're going to try and not enforce our will, but we're going to try and give it as much side as we can. While still trying to give as much area to view as possible. Try this side. Very tricky opal, that. So the question is, should I slice it down the middle? Yep. Seeing I'm asking, yes. The answer is yes. Once again, if you're asking that question, the answer is yes. If you don't want to do it, ever, because you want a nice big stone. So if you're asking the question, you obviously know the answer to it. Oh, a couple of extra likes. Thank you very much, whoever did that. So this is ending up being a nice piece of black crystal. The dark crystal. Kite shaped at the moment. Probably will end up as a drop when I put on the dopstick. Yeah. Bit too thin, so I'm going to have to slice. That'll do. Alright, so I'm going to have to try to angle it just a little bit more. That works out okay. And in order to do that, just flatten it down on this side a bit. Angle and flatten. Not too bad, but there we go. Nice little electric blue opal. I'm gonna have to very quickly just finish this one off. My arm is starting to get pins and needles, so that's my hint that I probably need to quit while I'm ahead. Oh, 8 likes. Thank you very much, whoever did that. There we go. Oh, look at all that. Okay, so this is kind of a cool one. It's got a bit of cracking in it. It's not really cracking, it's webbing. But you can see the colours just coming through. That's actually opal infilling the cracks. So, yeah, I'll dot that up and I'll... Well, it's really quite fascinating. Oh, look at that. It's like veins. I really like that. Anyway, that's enough from here. Oh, my hand is very sore. Zero. Off with the water. Let's go see what the bird's doing. Were you plucking? I think we caught Loki having a naughty little pluck. What's going on? Don't pluck your belly feathers. Weak. Hello. Oh. There you are. You can come out if you want, but I don't know. Do you want to all go to sleep? Come here. Yeah, come on. I'll do that for you. Come here. Good bird. Scratch your feet. Was it right near your eye? Will you let me go near your eye? There you go. Nice little birdie, huh? Max is definitely guiding me to this region. Problem is that if there's pin feathers there, what will happen is that at some stage he's going to realise, hang on, you're getting a bit too close to some nasty ones, and he's going to bite at me. Goes very quick from happy bird to angry bird. Then he goes onto the rubber band and flings himself at pigs. If you remember that game. Whatever happened to these web games? They just don't last, do they? Back in the day, I used to play a game called Ingress. And you probably wouldn't care too much about Ingress unless you realised that that got ported later on into a different game. But whilst I was playing the Ingress game, I was asked to make portals and do things like, just geolocations. Later on, when the game got ported to a different game, it was called Pokemon. And all of the things that I'd been making with my friends in Ingress became Pokestops. So that's a claim to fame for me, that I've helped to make Pokemon. I always wondered about that because, like, the photos, were they my IP? I don't know. Well, Max is loving these. Wondering at the moment why I'm going to accidentally take it too far and get bitten. There we go. Oop. It's looking good. Hasn't had his pins done in a while. It's been a bit cranky actually. The other day he literally flew and he stuck his claws onto the top of my head and then flew on. And I'm aware of my audience around here. If like it didn't happen during a live stream, but if it did, they wouldn't care how evil Max was being at the time. Everyone's always going to back the bird. I don't mind. I probably would too. Go on, kill him. Kill him. Oh dear. It's one very comfortable bird. It's where, like, the primate tendency to pick at things and the birds need to have their feathers preened where they can't reach them kind of comes together. I mean, birds can co-preen, but I'm pretty certain that us as primates are actually better at doing this whole preening thing. That's right, because I got opposable thumbs. The birds have got pretty close to opposable thumbs. As a matter of fact, one of the things that defines a parrot, let's see if I can get it right. Didactyly, I think is what they call it, which is basically claws which have got two toes going one way and then two toes going the other. I think that's how they call it. And that means that they've got the equivalent of opposable thumbs, really. If you see Max and Loki eating, you'll see them go into the food bowl, pick it up with their foot, eat, 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 eat. Is that good? Good. I'm glad. Found another pin. I was worried that it was a bit too unripe. So just, oh, there we go. Sorry. Okay, whoa, cranky. Been a bit of a cranky pants. Do you want more of a scratch or are you done? Cranky pants. You're gonna go ahead and be a cranky pants. I'm not going to get that one. That's going to result in a biting. That's a biting. That's a biting. Tomorrow morning I'm going to clean out the cages. Oh dear. There's always something to do. Do you want to get out for a while? Do you want to get out? Yeah, come on. Out you get. Becky's a little bit more compliant, so I can get away with more handling. Max is actually a wild bird, I think. I could be wrong. Talked to the vet about that, and the vet's like, yeah, don't worry about it. But because he's at least not as used to human handling, Max is very difficult to win the trust of and basically handle. Eventually, I think we'll get Max stepping up, but it's going to be a long process. He doesn't trust sticks. I think the previous owners poked sticks into his cage. I mean, when I was a kid, I did stuff like that, so I can understand it. It's not clever, but you know, what can you do? One thing Max absolutely loves doing, using his wings to move things. So he's loving opening. Yeah, what? Oh. 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 Do you want me to do your nose? All right, hang on. I'll get. Oh, you've got something on. Oh, I'm not going to push my luck with that. Let me see. My daughter left me the pineapples. All right. Just trying to remember where I put them. Oh, there it is. Mm-hmm. Come on. First things first, let's get that off you. Little Maxi Bubba is in hog heaven now. He don't like it as much, like him. I was just getting in there. Let me have a look. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, right. So I'm just grabbing Max's crest feathers here. There's a few that are requiring a bit of work. All right, there we go. Okay, I think that's where the stream will end, with Max possibly getting a bit aggro. We'll end it as we always do. I'm going to move over to Pony and say hi to Pony. Probably remove mango skins. I think the kids have been giving her too many mangoes to eat. Hello, Pony. Yoik. Yoik. There you go. Always difficult managing Pony with one hand. There you go. All right. So that's that done. All right. Ah. Wow. That's a bit noisy. All right. Excuse me. If the farmer wanted the pig to speak, he'd rattle the bucket. Anyway, it's been a great little journey. Been a hard week, but a fun week. Thank you very much for watching the opals with me. Like and subscribe on the way out if you haven't already done so. That's it from me. Dr. Phil out. Have a lovely evening. Good night.